some... Hi, I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about some techniques for the oil pastels. If that's something you haven't tried, I'd like you to take a risk and see if you can try some of these techniques that will hopefully make you feel more successful. So when you get your pastels, it's okay if they look like this. Don't shy away from them just because they're not super clean. What we can do is anytime you find a pastel that is dirty somewhere, if you use it on your paper enough, just to push it down hard enough, you're going to be able to get it clean again. So don't worry if you can't find that perfect clean one. We can get all of these really clean just by using them. So a couple do's and don'ts of using oil pastels. What I see kids do a lot is they don't put enough color down, they don't put enough pressure. So what they're seeing is something kind of like a crayon, but you're not seeing enough pressure, and then they try to add another color, and then they try to blend it with their finger, and what they're finding is they're not able to move the color or blend the color like they want because there isn't enough pastel to work with. So one of the do's of oil pastels is using a lot of pressure to be able to fill up a space. It's very, very soft, so there shouldn't be any white showing underneath. So I want you to be able to practice that, being able to fill up a space with color by going back and forth. Another technique is kids often think that they have to be colored like a crayon in one direction. Oil pastels work really well if you use them in circles or just random squiggles, just to fill up the spaces of the paper. So that is okay to do. Another do of oil pastel is called the rule of threes. You want to use about 3 colors when you are making whatever it is that you're making, so that we're getting a lot of different depth of the colors there. So for example, if I put this color down first, I can then go directly over the top and add this other color in some places to change the value of the color, and I'm just putting it right over the top, and notice I'm kind of going in a circular motion. Now when I try to use this again somewhere else, it might have a color on it that I don't want. So remember, that's why we have a scrap paper that we can then clean off that color so that it's ready if I'm going to be using it again for something else. When you blend, you want to do the same thing, that you're putting enough pastel down that you're able to get the colors to blend seamlessly together. So notice there's a lot of thick color. This is what I see kids do a lot. What we really need to do is add a lot more of the color. If you're finding that you're smearing your pastel as you're going, you can use a little piece of paper underneath your hand as you're working so that you don't accidentally smear over what you've just created. So what I'd like you guys to practice before you start putting your color on your squares for your animal is just sort of seeing what happens when you blend colors, when you put white over the top of the color to make it lighter. Make sure that you're adding enough pressure so that we're seeing a smooth application of color, and you don't have to use your fingers even to blend. If you do a great job just putting the colors over each other, you're not going to have to deal with that. I would start with your lighter colors first and then putting your darker colors over the top, or think of building it in layers. So if you know that your bird is yellow but it's got some goldish tones, you can put our color down and then keep building that color over the top. So I just keep going over it, and if it's too dark, I can keep adding some more over the top. So oil pastels are actually a really cool medium. You've just got to spend some more time making sure that you are putting down enough color so that we can get a nice blend of your colors together. So practice first. Good luck.